Hi, folks. It's Mark Vasicek, and I hope you're well. I found a tool that I think would help us as math teachers at Burlington High that I wanted to share with you. And I'm going to try to do this in short order. It depends on how long it takes for each screen to refresh. I'm doing this on my Chromebook, so it might be a little bit slow. The thing is called Assessments. I found this on the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics webinar. They have a 100-day webinar for free, and this particular program is to give meaningful feedback to students with regard to formative types of assessment. And if the students get something wrong, it'll help them get it right. So this is not to use for tests, but it's used to help them do other things. And if you were to look at the Explore Content page, this shows you that it has all of the problems from illustrative math from the different levels. It also has Engage New York and CMP and big ideas and some other questions as well. So you could choose, you can also make up your own. Here I've gone to Illustrative Math, Algebra 1, and just chose functions, for example. And I chose some practice problems. And I chose them from Lesson 2 on function notation. These are from the practice problems. They have all the problems in there. So I chose one on the height of the water in the bathtub. This is like 4 parts to it. And then there's another one down here with this graph on it. And those are my practice questions. When you go to input this, if you assign it to a Google Classroom, you can choose which classroom you want it to go to, and it will automatically populate that. Now let's see if I get that to come up. Here's what it looks like from the teacher standpoint. This is me, and we'll look at this in just a moment. But first, I want to show you what it looks like from a student standpoint. I've logged in as a student. This is what the tech people said to do, is to log in as one of your students. And one of the less active students here. And if you know Akila, that you'll know about what her situation is. You can hide her name later on, but I don't. But I'm going to show you. This is what she sees as a student from these questions. And I like this tool because it's quick and because it gives them feedback instantly, and it like Khan Academy would, but it also records it so that I can see what's going on. So I'm going to go in as Akila here onto her account. And waiting. And we get to look and see what the questions look like from her point of view. After that, we'll look at what it looks like from the teacher standpoint of view. And then finally, there's a help video that you can watch where they also show a fourth thing. That is how you might share this with the class to get them to how you might use this with the class to share the answers or responses without showing the names, of course, but also being able to share with them what's going to see here. So my tutor should be loading up any second now. I'm sorry it's taking so long. I would cut this out if I were making a video on something other than this program here. All right. Normally it doesn't take this long. Probably it's because it's on the Chromebook and I've got so many tabs loaded. So here's the first question. The height of the water in the bathtub, W, is a function of time t. Let P represent this function. Height is measured in inches and time in minutes. Match each statement to the function. So P0, 0. The bathtub starts out, it's empty with water. And we answer, and we get instant feedback saying, yeah, it's correct. Yay, go to the next problem. And we can do that. And there's a bar over here that you can't see, but it shows I've got 100% correct. Now here's one. B of 4 is equal to 10. We know that 4 minutes, it's 10 high. Let's say we put the wrong answer in and see what happens. If we put the wrong answer in, it'll say, oh, sorry, and it gives you feedback, and you get to try again. So we'll try again, and we'll put in the height of the water is 10 after 4 minutes, and it's correct. And so you can see for this one, I got 0 correct right. Here we have at 10 minutes, it's 4 inches going on just to answer these. To go on, you have to have the answers correct. Sometimes it'll tell you what the answer is if you need a hint just to get them to move on. But you'll see that when we see the teacher's view. See what that looks like. And then go to the next problem. I just want to show you what this looks like. Some of these, you can, not this particular one. Let's see, what is the value of 20 and the value of 140? At 20, it rounded to the nearest, it's at 3. So I'll put 3 in here and submit my answer. It says it's correct, and I'll put in, let's put in 5 and see what happens. I'm going to round off to 5. Sorry, 5 is not correct. Okay, let's put in 2. See if I put in 2. 2 is 2 is still not correct. If I put in one incorrect answer and then I get it right the second time, it gives me a green X saying that it's correct. And moving on, that's when I finish my assignment. And I've finished the assignment and I'm done. And I could do this in a class. And then later on, as a teacher, I come back to this and I look at it. And this is what you see as a teacher. This is me in my account. I'm loading up this particular assignment. And when I do that, if this doesn't take forever, I'll be able to see what the student work looks like. And again, you can use the student answers. Maybe the answers are, if they're word answers, you can put in the words. You can set the students in groups and say, "Hey, what's wrong with this answer? Where did the student go wrong, or where did the student go right? What do you like about what the student said?" Or you can ask the students to talk about it. Now, let's see here. I'm clicking on my account. I don't think you have to do this when you actually go into it. I have so many accounts open right now. That's my problem. So here I can see which questions they got right. This one, it took 3 times. No, 3 is my answer, and they finally got it right. See, I've got a green X here. I got it wrong, but I got it right after 2 times or 3 times. I forgot what it was. Anyway, you see what the correct answer is, and you can see all of the students, and you can hide their names if you wanted to show this to the students and look at their work. Or it's got a record. If they were doing their work on paper, they could upload a picture of it on certain things, and then you have a permanent record of it. So if I do an open response and it's got one particular answer, I can ask them, what is the answer? And I say, let me show me your work, and they upload a picture of it. And then I've got a record of it that I can use down the road. And this is also a tool for us collecting and gathering data to see if Illustrative math is really working like we think it is. Like I like the Illustrative math a lot, and I think it could work for all classes. I'm not sure. I need more data, and this would help us get the data. So good luck. If you might want to try it out, and success. Thanks.